Welcome to another fantastic video of the week. My name is Dan. I'm one of the co-founders of AIK FTI. With me is our great friend Kevin, and today we're showcasing the #1 kettlebell exercise, the kettlebell swing. The great kettlebell swing. One of the best exercises you can do, but there's many mistakes that occur with it. We're going to showcase the big five, the 5 most common mistakes that you guys need to be aware of and that you need to look out for. So let's have a look, shall we? We're going to start with lumbar flexion. So we want to keep the spine neutral throughout the whole movement. But what happens is, I might get Kev to turn on his side here just so we can see it, is we don't want this lumbar to round at all. That's lumbar flexion right there. And what happens if people let the bell go too low to the ground when they swing? So if we get Kevin to do some swings and he's letting that bell go too low to the ground, he's going to end up in some lumbar flexion, all right? And he might not feel it in his back today or even tomorrow, but I can guarantee that he is doing some long-term damage to the discs in his back, and he's just creating weakness instead of strength. That's the first. Number 2 is the opposite side, lumbar hyperextension. They haven't generated enough force or power through the swing, so they continue it upwards. Let's have a look at that. So you can see here, he's coming too far back with it, all right? And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna compress through here. You're gonna put some damage on the facet joints as you move so you just wanna correct that and make sure that he's only coming to standing on it. The third biggest mistake we see with the kettlebell swing, people squat through the movement. Now it's a hip dominant movement and we really want to fire up that posterior chain. But too many people want to move through the knees because that's what they're used to moving through. So let's have a look at what that squat swing looks like. So much more knee flexion, coming right down, the bell gets lowered to the ground. And we can see a lot more knee flexion on this movement now. Still using the hips, but a lot more knees in there. One of the great tips from the great Steve Cotter is simply just to put a bell there, keep him nice and upright, because if he doesn't, you're going to hear an almighty clang. It's a great little tactile cue to keep that bell nice and high and fold at the hips. Number 4 is going to be too much arms in the lift. We've got to remember that this is a lower body exercise. Let's have a look what the arm lift looks like. See, he's stiff, he's really fighting it, and you can see it's really tensing up through here. Remember, it's a kinetic chain. As soon as that bell leaves the hips, it's in free flight. So what we want to do is we just want to encourage the natural arc so he doesn't fight the down phase, all right? There's no real eccentric phase, all right, with the kettlebell swing. So we just want to feed a natural arc so we can get those hips back and we can get that powerful snap happening. Our 5th mistake that we're showcasing today is not enough terminal hip extension or no terminal hip extension in the kettlebell swing itself. So let's take a look what this looks like. You can see he's not feeding those hips all the way through. Me as a coach, I just want to feed these hips through and show him what it looks like. He should be powerfully snapping those hips and throwing the bell off them. Really getting that terminal hip extension, because that's when that posterior chain is really going to fire up. Now there's many other mistakes, you know, people try to put their head through and people keep their neck up. There's many other mistakes with the kettlebell swing, but these are 5 of the most common. I hope from the video that you're now equipped to recognize these and also remedy them as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe to our channel for more great videos.